Are you over 60 and finding it harder to fall asleep? Or waking up in the middle of the night feeling restless? You're not alone. Millions of seniors struggle with poor sleep, but the truth is, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'm going to share 5 proven ways you can sleep deeper, longer, and wake up refreshed every single morning, without relying on sleeping pills. Before we start, subscribe the channel and like the video to get notification of new videos. Let's begin. Good evening everyone. Tonight, I want to talk about something many seniors struggle with: getting a good night's sleep. As we age, it's common to find ourselves tossing and turning, waking up too often, or simply not feeling rested in the morning. But the good news is, there are proven ways to improve sleep. So, let's go through 7 powerful strategies that can help you sleep better every single night. Number 1. Stick to a routine. One of the most important habits for better sleep, especially as we grow older, is sticking to a consistent routine. The body runs on something called a biological clock, or circadian rhythm, which regulates when we feel awake and when we feel sleepy. When this rhythm is stable, sleep comes more naturally. But if we constantly change our sleep and wake times, the body becomes confused, leading to restless nights and groggy mornings. Many seniors find themselves staying up too late one night, then trying to go to bed early the next, or sleeping in too long after a restless evening. This inconsistency disrupts the natural flow of the body and makes it much harder to fall asleep when we want to. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day is like training the body. Imagine teaching a child a new routine. At first, it may resist, but with consistency, the child begins to expect certain activities at certain times. Our bodies work in the same way. Even if sleep does not come easily in the beginning, setting a regular schedule sends a powerful signal to the brain, preparing it to wind down at night and become alert in the morning. Over time, this creates a cycle that promotes deeper, more restorative rest. Consistency also matters for hormones that control sleep. Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, is released in the evening to help the body relax. If bedtime changes frequently, melatonin release becomes irregular, making it harder to fall asleep. By keeping a steady schedule, melatonin production becomes more predictable, supporting a smoother transition into rest. Cortisol, another hormone, works in the opposite way, keeping us awake and alert during the day. A consistent routine ensures that both of these hormones are in balance, allowing the body to know exactly when it should feel awake and when it should feel sleepy. It can also be helpful to create a small set of rituals before bed that signal to the body that the day is winding down. For example, reading a few pages of a book, listening to soft music, or doing light stretches can all become cues that it is time to prepare for sleep. When performed around the same time each night, these actions become part of the body's rhythm, strengthening the routine even further. Seniors may notice that after a few weeks of following the same bedtime practices, sleep comes faster and feels more restful. Morning routines are just as important. Waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, reinforces the cycle. Exposure to natural light in the morning is particularly powerful. Sunlight helps regulate the body's clock, making it easier to stay awake during the day and fall asleep at night. Taking a short walk outdoors or simply opening the curtains right after waking can provide the body with the signals it needs to stay aligned with the natural rhythm of the day. Number 2, create a sleep-friendly environment. A sleep-friendly environment is one of the most powerful tools for improving the quality of rest. And for seniors, this becomes especially important. As the body ages, it tends to become more sensitive to the surroundings, meaning small disturbances that once seemed minor can now lead to hours of tossing and turning. That is why creating a bedroom space that is calm, comfortable, and welcoming to sleep can make such a dramatic difference. The goal is to transform the bedroom into a place where the mind and body instantly feel relaxed, where every element in the room supports the idea of rest and recovery. Temperature is often the first factor to consider. A room that is too hot or too cold makes it difficult for the body to stay asleep throughout the night. Research shows that cooler environments are usually better for sleep, often around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, because the body naturally lowers its internal temperature as it prepares for rest. For seniors, this might mean adjusting the thermostat before bed, using breathable sheets, or layering blankets that can be easily removed during the night. Paying attention to comfort in this simple way often prevents unnecessary awakenings caused by discomfort. Light is another key element. The brain relies heavily on light signals to regulate sleep, which is why a bright room can confuse the body into thinking it should stay awake. Even small amounts of light from street lamps, hallway lights, or electronic devices can disrupt the natural production of melatonin. To solve this, blackout curtains, eye masks, or dimming lights an hour before bed can create an atmosphere that tells the brain it is time to sleep. Seniors who use night lights for safety can choose ones with soft, warm tones that do not interfere as much with rest. Noise control is equally important. Some people may live in quiet areas, but for those in cities, neighborhoods, or households with activity, background sounds can disturb sleep cycles. While total silence is ideal, many seniors find that using a white noise machine or even a simple fan can mask sudden noises that would otherwise wake them. Gentle sounds like rain or ocean waves can also create a soothing environment, replacing disruptive noises with calming rhythms that promote relaxation. The bed itself plays a central role. Over time, mattresses and pillows lose their supportive qualities, which can lead to aches, stiffness, or frequent waking during the night. A mattress that properly supports the back and joints, paired with pillows suited to an individual's sleeping position, can greatly improve comfort. For seniors with specific conditions such as arthritis or back pain, specialized mattresses or adjustable beds may provide additional relief. Soft, breathable bedding materials also help maintain the right temperature, adding to the overall sense of comfort. Clutter in the bedroom can also affect sleep without being noticed. A crowded, messy space often creates a sense of stress and restlessness, while a clean, organized room encourages peace of mind. Choosing calming colors, soft lighting, and minimal distractions can help turn the bedroom into a sanctuary meant only for rest. Seniors especially benefit from removing televisions, bright digital clocks, or work-related items from the bedroom, keeping the space solely for sleep and relaxation. Number 3. Be mindful of what you eat and drink. What we eat and drink has a much bigger impact on sleep than most people realize. And for seniors, this connection becomes even stronger. The body's metabolism changes with age, digestion may slow down, and sensitivity to certain foods or beverages often increases. This means that choices made in the hours before bedtime can either encourage restful sleep or completely disrupt it. Being mindful of evening meals, snacks, and drinks can set the stage for the body to wind down more easily and stay asleep through the night. Heavy meals close to bedtime are one of the most common culprits behind poor sleep. When the stomach is busy digesting a large amount of food, the body is forced to remain active rather than shifting into rest mode. This can lead to heartburn, indigestion, or general discomfort that keeps sleep away. For seniors, it is especially helpful to have the last main meal at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Lighter dinners with lean proteins, vegetables, and whole grains are easier to digest and less likely to interfere with sleep. If hunger strikes later in the evening, small snacks are better than full meals. Caffeine is another major factor. Many people associate caffeine with coffee, but it is also found in tea, chocolate, certain medications, and even some soft drinks. Seniors may find that their tolerance for caffeine decreases with age, meaning even a cup of coffee in the afternoon can affect their ability to fall asleep at night. Since caffeine can linger in the body for several hours, avoiding it after lunchtime is often the safest way to prevent restlessness in the evening. Switching to decaffeinated drinks or herbal teas in the afternoon and evening can make a noticeable difference. Alcohol can seem tricky because it sometimes makes people feel sleepy at first, but its effects are misleading. While it may help someone drift off quickly, alcohol actually disrupts the deeper stages of sleep, leading to frequent waking throughout the night. For seniors who want restful, uninterrupted sleep, it is best to limit or avoid alcohol in the evening. Hydration is also important, but drinking large amounts of water right before bed can lead to multiple trips to the bathroom, breaking up sleep unnecessarily. A good approach is to stay hydrated during the day and slow down on fluids in the last hour or two before bedtime. On the other hand, some foods can encourage relaxation and make sleep easier. Snacks that are light and contain natural sleep supporting nutrients can be very effective. A banana, a small bowl of oatmeal, or a glass of warm milk are classic examples. These contain compounds like magnesium, potassium, or tryptophan, which help the body relax and signal the brain to prepare for rest. Herbal teas such as chamomile or valerian root are also known to have calming effects without the stimulating side effects of caffeine. For seniors looking for simple ways to improve sleep, choosing the right evening snack or drink can make a big difference in how quickly they fall asleep and how refreshed they feel in the morning. Number 4. Stay active during the day. Staying active during the day plays a vital role in achieving better sleep at night, and this becomes especially important for seniors. As we age, the body naturally loses some muscle mass, flexibility, and energy levels, which can make it tempting to slow down or remain sedentary for long periods. However, too little physical activity often leads to difficulty falling asleep, lighter sleep, or frequent waking during the night. By making movement a daily priority, the body is able to use its energy more effectively during the day, leading to a deeper and more restorative rest when night arrives. Physical activity helps regulate the body's internal clock, also known as the circadian rhythm. When the body is active during the day, especially in the morning or early afternoon, it receives a clear signal that it is time to be awake and alert. Later in the evening, this natural rhythm makes it easier to transition into sleep. Seniors who keep a regular schedule of light or moderate exercise often notice that they not only fall asleep more quickly, but also stay asleep longer without interruptions. Exercise also reduces stress and anxiety, two of the most common reasons sleep becomes disturbed. Gentle movement such as stretching, yoga, or walking encourages the release of endorphins, the body's natural mood-lifting chemicals. These endorphins create a sense of calm and relaxation, making it less likely that worries or racing thoughts will interfere with bedtime. For seniors dealing with health challenges or the everyday stress of aging, even short periods of movement can provide noticeable relief, which then supports a smoother path to sleep. Another benefit of staying active is that it helps manage physical discomfort that often interferes with rest. Many seniors struggle with joint stiffness, back pain, or circulation problems that make lying in bed uncomfortable. Regular low-impact exercises such as swimming, tai chi, or even gardening can improve flexibility, strengthen muscles, and reduce pain. This not only supports independence and mobility, but also makes it much easier to find a comfortable sleeping position at night. Even something as simple as a daily walk around the neighborhood can help keep the body limber and less restless in bed. It is important, however, to be mindful of the timing of exercise. Vigorous activity too close to bedtime may leave the body feeling energized rather than relaxed, which can delay sleep. The best approach is to engage in more active movement earlier in the day and save the evenings for gentle, calming activities like light stretching or slow breathing exercises. This balance allows the body to benefit from the energy and circulation boost of daytime activity, while still winding down properly at night. Sunlight exposure during outdoor activity adds another layer of benefit. Natural light helps regulate melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep cycles. Seniors who take a morning or afternoon walk in daylight often notice that their sleep becomes more regular and refreshing. This simple habit combines movement with exposure to the natural environment, creating a powerful signal for the body to stay awake during the day and rest deeply at night. Number 5. Limit naps. Napping during the day is something many seniors enjoy, and when done wisely, it can provide a refreshing boost of energy. However, when naps become too long or are taken too late in the day, they can interfere with nighttime sleep and create a cycle of restlessness. The body has a natural rhythm that depends on a balance between periods of wakefulness and sleep. If this balance is disrupted with extended naps, the body may not feel tired enough at night, leading to difficulty falling asleep or waking up frequently throughout the night. This is why limiting naps and managing their timing is an important step toward better sleep. Short naps, often called power naps, can be beneficial. A nap of about 20 to 30 minutes is usually long enough to restore alertness without allowing the body to drift into the deeper stages of sleep. When a nap goes beyond this period, waking up can feel groggy, and the body may have more trouble falling asleep later in the evening. For seniors, setting a gentle alarm or planning naps earlier in the day ensures that the rest gained does not interfere with bedtime. A short nap after lunch, for example, can provide a natural boost of energy without disrupting the body's sleep-wake cycle. Timing is just as important as duration. Napping too late in the day is more likely to interfere with nighttime rest because it reduces the natural sleep pressure that builds up during waking hours. The body needs to feel a certain level of tiredness in order to transition smoothly into deep sleep at night. If that pressure is relieved by a late nap, bedtime may arrive without enough fatigue to bring on sleep. Seniors who nap earlier, ideally before 3 p.m., are much more likely to enjoy both the benefits of a nap and restful sleep at night. It is also worth noting that not all fatigue requires a nap. Sometimes what feels like the need to sleep is actually a result of dehydration, lack of movement, or low blood sugar. Drinking a glass of water, doing light stretches, or having a healthy snack can often provide the same refreshing effect without cutting into nighttime sleep quality. Seniors who find themselves feeling sluggish throughout the day may want to examine their daily habits before turning to long naps as a solution. The environment in which a nap takes place also plays a role. Short naps are best taken in a comfortable chair or couch rather than the bed, which helps the body associate the bed only with nighttime sleep. This distinction between a resting place and a sleeping place reinforces a healthy routine and reduces the risk of confusing the body's sleep signals. By limiting naps to a short, scheduled period during the day, seniors can still enjoy the benefits of rest and relaxation without creating challenges for their nightly sleep cycle. So, now you know 7 proven ways that can help you sleep better every single night. Remember, small changes made consistently can transform the way your body rests and recovers. You deserve peaceful nights and energized mornings, no matter your age. Start with 1 or 2 of these habits today, and you'll begin to notice the difference over time. Thank you for being here. Your health and well-being truly matter.